Alright guys, welcome back to some more Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, the remake or whatever. So, yesterday we basically just did like the intro and then like two other missions, just a brief like beginning to it. That's all I had time for. And we're basically continuing literally from right where we left off. I booted up the game, I saw I was able to switch my costume. Or my outfit, so I did. This is the Master Assassin pack. If you pre-ordered the Deluxe Edition, you got access to the Master Assassin outfit, the weapons, so this, and then the rapier, as well as the boat stuff. I guess I can't interact with the boat thing yet, but yeah, that. So, I paused it right where we started the mission last video, because I wasn't trying to start it, but my sick drift, he ran in and the cutscene started, so, it's literally right at the beginning of the mission, so, and my sugar, so we're supposed to kind of hear what's going on and eavesdrop on these soldiers to see where, there's some stuff we need for our ship.
Last night, I've been briefed on the matter. The captain will inspect them after the handle.
Hope everyone is having a good day or night, wherever they're at. Today's an okay day so far. Kind of slow, but it's alright.
Mendoza plans to move our goods. Can't have that.
Okay. Locate the confiscated goods. Okay. Start climbing ship.
Better if you stay out of sight.
Someone needs to be at the ship. Should they return the goods?
Oh, this feels so good.
Come all to witness the final moments of notorious pirate Samuel Catstock. Venid todos a presenciar los momentos finales del famoso pirata Samuel Catstock. Last time in I saw this big old sheep-shearing Welshman.
Oh, excuse me.
They won't be dodging his debts now, would they? No. The man on the platform there is the captain.
Venga, guardias! Aseguren el castillo.
Well, hold on, bro. Who's getting away?
Sod it. That's gonna make things more difficult.
Am I gonna have to take everyone? Screw it, I'm taking them all. Come on. Gotta get them counters down.
Your last mistake, mate.
Got him. Okay. Alright. Well, that was all of them, I guess. Let's go in there and get the guy we're looking for. Looks like he's upstairs.
¡Más rápido! ¡Perdemos terreno! ¡Ha llegado tu hora!
Man, this old parkour feel and everything, I love it.
¡Esto acabará pronto!
I'm anonymous. Does someone see me? I think we're good. No? Well, I need the key right here from Captain Mendoza.
Found a key. Let's see if it works.
Hey, did that photo pop up for you yet? I will check in a second. I haven't checked since last night.
Here's my goods. Time to tell Bonnet the bad news.
Okay, let me grab that. Let me see. Nah. Nope. Honestly, yep. Hold on. Let me stop what I'm doing because I like to listen to videos in my ear while I stream. Let me turn off my phone real quick. Let me turn it back on. I shouldn't have to do this. This is a new phone, but I'm gonna turn it off and see if it fixes anything. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. I just turned it off, so I need a couple minutes before I can turn it back on. Let's continue. Oh,
¿Cuánto está? Por favor, no soy un...
oh, let me grab that. Oh, he's right there. I was like, wait a minute, where is he? Right there. I'm gonna try to turn my phone back on.
Sorry about the sugar.
Okay, it's turning back on.
Oh, it's no great loss. I've got plenty of cargo here to make a profit on my trip.
Will you stay here long?
For a few weeks, yes. Then back to Barbados, to the tedium of domesticity.
Don't settle for tedium. Sail for Nassau. Live life as you see fit.
Haven't I heard that Nassau is crawling with pirates? Seems a very tawdry place.
Not tawdry, liberated.
Oh, God. That would be an adventure. But no, I'm a husband and a father. I have responsibilities. Life can't be all pleasure and distraction, Duncan.
Hey, our Bonnet. The name's Edward, in truth. Duncan's only a handle.
Ah. Secret name for your secret meeting with the governor.
The governor, right. I think I've kept him waiting long enough.
Okay, so is that the end of End My Sugar mission? Yeah, quest complete. All right, let's look for the next one. Let's open up the map. Depending on how my controller is acting today, I might have to switch between controllers again, just because. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna deal with the what is it called? Stick drift? Yeah. I was gonna say controller lag, but that doesn't make sense. There's the next one. Oh boy. Mr. War what is that? Walpole, I think. Spider-Man, he's a cinematic legend. Agreed. Alright, let me now that my phone finally booted up, let me check Discord before we get over there. Let me see if it's working now. Let's see. Try sending it again, just in case. Try sending it again. Because I don't... Like, on your end, does it say sent? Because if it doesn't, then maybe the file size is too big or something. There's multiple factors that it could be, because I've gotten everything that you've said for the most part. That one is the only one that didn't show up. And it's still just not showing up. Turn off my phone, turn it back on, nothing. I've never had this issue. Again, I shouldn't have any issues. This is a new phone, that's why I'm saying, like... Okay, I'm gonna give it like a minute or two, and then I'm gonna check. Let me close Discord again. Give it a second. All right, let me check it real quick. Okay, yeah, I got it now. Ooh, for the Spider-Man 1 and 2, I have, like, a special edition for both of them. So mine came with, like, a poster and extra stuff, so... That's kind of cool. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2... Spider-Man Homecoming, Far From Home... Oh, you just don't have No Way Home. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, No Way Home is the best one, in my opinion. Of the Tom Holland movies, like Homecoming, Far From Home, I did like Far From Home, but... No Way Home was just on another level. And I really do think Brand New Day could top that, which is crazy.
Mr. Duncan Walpole of England to see the governor. I believe he's expecting me.
Sí, señor Walpole. Entre, por favor.
That was easier than I thought it'd be. Wait a minute, didn't I just kill a lot of y'all? Y'all don't remember me? Y'all don't recognize me? No. Okay. Alright, that's their mistake. If something goes sideways. Oh, sorry, excuse me. It's cool seeing John Berthal in the new movie. I know him as Shane. Funny enough, I know him as Shane, and I know him as Punisher. He's been playing Punisher for a long time. Hold on, let me pause it. He's been playing Punisher for a while. This is not the first time we see him, as Punisher. He was in the original Punisher series on Netflix. It got 2 seasons. He is on the Disney Plus, announcing Punisher, explaining what happened at the end of Daredevil. He's in Daredevil too, the original Netflix Daredevil, and he's in Daredevil Born Again, which was the Disney Plus series. He's in both seasons. He's been playing Daredevil for a while, and he does not Daredevil. He's been playing Punisher for a while, and he is a great Punisher. I really think he's good as Shane, but I think his role that I love him in most is Punisher. He plays a really freaking good Punisher. I love him as Punisher. And then the one-shot kill Punisher, it explains why he's leaving New York at, specifically the part where Daredevil is at in the series, and it explains how he ends up meeting Spider-Man in I guess, Queens, which is another part of New York. That show is crucial before you watch Brand New Day. Literally, Disney themselves says, watch this before Brand New Day, so you know how Punisher ends up in Brand New Day. Like, it's a good short. I feel like it ended a little bit too soon, though, because where it ends is when it kind of starts getting good. And I was like, oh, I wanted to watch more of that. So, I mean, it's still really good. Like, I recommend it, but, like, especially if we're going to see Brand New Day. He's played Punisher far longer than Shane. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's just because he's so good in that role. So that's why. But, yeah. Shane was only around 2 seasons of The Walking Dead. Yeah, probably kind of towards the end of season 2. I think it was, like, episode 12? So he fell 4 episodes short of the season's finale, but yeah, he didn't make it too far on The Walking Dead, which is funny because I think, didn't his character last a bit longer in the comics? That's a shame. That's okay. But yeah, I love him as Punisher, and I know him also as the brother of Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck's characters in The Accountant. The Accountant is a really freaking good movie series. There's 2 movies. The second one, I think, came out last year. And the first one is really good. Ben Affleck has, like, a disability that causes him to make good calculations and stuff. And he's been in the war with his brother, which is John Bernthal. And basically, he is an accountant. He helps with money. But he has, like, background history that makes him even, like the army. He knows how to use guns. He knows how to make bombs and stuff. Like, it's really cool. And the second one is really freaking good, too. There's a lot of action in those movies. And I love John Bernthal in those movies as well. I think he does a fantastic job. I think John Bernthal is just a really good action movie actor. Just like people will talk about, like, other actors and be like, oh, they always play the same role. Like The Rock, like Keanu Reeves, like Jason Statham. And I'm like, I'm fine with that because guess what? They are good at action movies and they're amazing. Even Liam Neeson. I'm pretty sure I've seen every Liam Neeson movie. And I don't care what people say. He is a good actor, and I love his shit. How'd you feel about the way they use Kraven and Insomniac Spider-Man? Okay, I feel like he was underused. I like Kraven as a character. Probably one of my more favorite Spider-Man villains. And to have him just get eaten and killed by Venom...
Here's a simple challenge.
Just
try to strike.
He got destroyed. Let's be honest, he got destroyed. Because he was trying to fight back against Venom, but he wasn't doing shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like they did his character a little bit disrespected because he didn't stand a chance, which I don't find fair.
Excellent.
Like, I would have loved him to have just gotten done with a Spider-Man fight. Like, he got his butt beat by Spider-Man. And then Venom comes in and just randomly kills him after Spider-Man whooped his ass, and he can't really fight back. He's exhausted and everything like that. I would have loved that rather than seeing him try to fight Venom, only to get just destroyed, and then gives up and then gets his head bitten off. I don't know.
Damage, sadly,
I feel
to
like
all
he
the
deserved a better end.
Have your choice. Where did you find all these?
I did not find them. I took them. These are souvenirs. Two blades, as is the custom, eh?
Custom, aye.
Duncan, will you indulge us with a demonstration of your techniques?
Well,
We must. We put together a training course in anticipation of your arrival. It would be a shame to leave here without seeing you in action.
yes, of course.
Where,
Well, I
oh,
mean,
we're
if there
supposed
was
to
time,
follow
I'd be
him?
glad
Follow
to
your hosts.
show you what I know.
Should I trust these hosts?
Here, you see, situations well suited to your skills.
Have a go.
You want me to shoot that too, bro? Oh, demonstrate an assassin on the dummies.
Quite
Yeah.
ingenious to use bales of hay for cover. God, that's the spirit. Secrecy.
Is it also possible to deliver a killing blow at
The
high
advantage
speed?
of surprise cannot be overstated.
Gotta hide around the corner.
God, blind me. That's
Yep.
a clever trick.
While sprinting, huh?
Mon Dieu! Powerful strike!
Is that all of them? Am I missing the dummy somewhere?
Your aerial kills have a poetic beauty, despite their conspicuous quality. Would you show? Magnifique!
There we go. That was all of them.
Fine work, Walpole.
The assassins have trained you well, Duncan. You chose a perfect time to leave them behind.
At great risk, I imagine. Betraying the assassins is never good for one's health.
Well, neither is drinking liquor, but I am drawn to its dangers all the same. And what is your business here, sir? Are you an associate of the governor's, or a pending acquaintance like myself?
Guns, blades, cannons, grenados. Anything that may kill a man, I am happy to provide.
Anything that may kill a man, that's crazy.
And how is your wife these days, Captain Rogers? Is she, here, in Havana?
How do you feel about that he was the catalyst of everything happening in the game?
Hunting pirates. It took
I feel like he started it, like he initiated it when,
in future,
you know, his
I hope to use
soldiers,
these same
well,
tactics.
hunters, I guess, came in.
How did you...
Because that's kind of when
that kind?
the symbiote kind of went completely crazy.
Most pirates
And
are
that's,
ignorant
and
as
then
they
obviously
are.
Harry
They have
joining
no
to
choice.
try to help,
Return to
and
England
then
penniless, but free
Peter
men.
being
Or
killed
be hanged by the neck
by
until
Craven. He
dead.
technically died, only for the symbiote to bring him back, and then him to have that
Very
hatred,
astute, Duncan.
and then everything, and then Harry building on that hatred, because he's dying, and then just everything, like, he initiated it. And all these other characters, like Harry,
Duncan Walpole
Venom, and everything
has
kept moving it along. Like, I feel Craven had a dev?
You were expected
A what?
a week ago.
Apologies, Governor. My ship was set upon by pirates. We were scuttled. I arrived only yesterday.
Unfortunate. Forgive my caution, but were you able to salvage from these pirates the items you promised me?
Yes, sir, I was.
Decent roll. Oh,
Increíble. The assassins have more resources.
he had a
than I
decent roll,
imagined,
whereas
but
Venom was far barely in the game, and I feel like that was the point,
it is a
actually.
pleasure to meet you at last,
Unfortunately,
Duncan.
because
Welcome. Come, gentlemen.
no matter what us fans think about it, there's only so much you can do with Venom. And I think they didn't want to overuse him, which, thank the Lord, because then it just would have been a freaking Venom game.
At last, and in such
And it wouldn't have made sense to have anyone else there. And I think they did a really good job at trying to balance it. I do wish Venom was in it more.
But you are Templars now.
And funny enough, they were doing a solo spin-off Venom game
Please,
to kind
hold up your
of
hand.
give you more of Venom, considering he wasn't in
Remember our purpose.
the main Spider-Man 2 game as much, and you get to play as him, you get to see like how the symbiote and everything kind of makes sense, right? However, that got scrapped because they were having some troubles with it. I don't know if it's a story or something. They were having some troubles with it, so they canceled it, and Marvel's Wolverine became the main priority to finish. But then Tony Todd passed away. Actually, no, that's not the reason why they scrapped it. Because they had already recorded a lot of the lines. So the game was basically done. They had recorded their lines from Tony Todd already, so him dying, unfortunately, it didn't really cause a big impact. Because they had already recorded pretty much every line they needed from him. But I think the thing that was said was they didn't want to dishonor the family, and they didn't know if it was like a good time to push the game out because he had just passed, but also because they couldn't really it didn't come together the way they wanted it to. Like the story, everything else was a little jumbled for him, and for Venom's character, and they didn't want it to like ruin Spider-Man 3. I hate to say it, but like I guess whatever they're fitting with Spider-Man 3 was going to have some part of Venom. But what I believe is Carnage. I believe Carnage is what they didn't want to ruin, because if you don't know Carnage is basically the Venom symbiote mixed with Cletus Cassidy, which is the OG Carnage, and that's how he becomes Carnage, the red symbiote. So, kind of, depending on the story, it changes the lore for all these characters, but I think that's what they're trying to do. Considering the killer in Amazing Spider-Man, in Spider-Man 2, there was like a side story with all the prisons and stuff. That is literally Carnage. I don't care what anyone says. I feel like they didn't want to ruin it, so they couldn't really come together on the story for Venom. I feel like in Spider-Man 3, it's mostly going to be Norman as Green Goblin. Yes and no. So, literally at the end of 2, they confirm that yes, it's going to be Green Goblin. But, he's thinking about freeing Dr. Octavius. So I think it's going to be Green Goblin and Doc Ock again. Like 100%. But I don't think they're going to stop there. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull out Electro, Rhino, and it is because the stuff I've been hearing in the industry, I hear a lot of this stuff. I'm all over the internet. Like I said, I used to be really big, so I know people who talk to the developers. I know people that work for developers, and they have inside scoops. So, a lot of stuff they go whispering between developers and stuff. I know a couple things here and there. And when I hear about them, I usually keep silent, but, the game got canceled. Apparently, what they're trying to do is a full Sinister Six thing. Just like with Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2, the movie, it was supposed to be a, wasn't Electro killed by Kraven off-screen in Spider-Man 2? Yes. However, they're trying to set up new characters, like a new Shocker, a new Electro, a new Vulture. So, obviously, Chameleon is supposed to be in the third one. That is literally hinted at and fully pushed at the end of Spider-Man 2. If you do all the Kraven hideouts, Chameleon literally says, "My brother thought I was stupid, but I've always been watching, and I'll be seeing you soon." So he's coming back. So is I think Taskmaster might come. He was in the first game. He was hinted. So he might come officially in 3 as like a side boss. And Tombstone is hinted to come back in 3. And then that girl that we all hate from the first game. What's her name? The girl with the pink suit that makes all the little quiz puzzles. I hate her. I don't want her back. But a lot of the villains already hinted to come back. Carnage is supposed to be in there. That's literally teased with Yuri coming back as I forgot her name already, but yeah, all of them. So I feel like Screwball, yeah, I absolutely hated her. I hated all her side quests. Getting platinum was hard just because of Screwball's shit. So I don't want her back. But all the leaks going around, those are going to be like a lot of side villains, and some of them are going to have a part on the story. But overall, what they want and what they're kind of teasing, if you can't understand by the end of Spider-Man 2, is they want a Sinister Six thing. And I think that would be really cool. I mean, they tried it with Amazing Spider-Man 2, but that movie did bad. So they never made 3. The third movie was supposed to be the full Sinister Six. It was supposed to be a Spider-Man versus Sinister Six movie. And the second one did bad, so we never got it. I hope the new movie they're making now is still going in that direction. They might scrap it and do something completely different, but a Marvel Spider-Man 3 game where it's Sinister Six and a whole bunch of side villains as like side quests and stuff sounds really freaking cool. I mean, like, just hearing it already tops Spider-Man 2 for me. Because the only main villains of Spider-Man 2 were Kraven and Venom. And, I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't know. For a Spider-Man game, I think it needs a lot of villains. Sinister Six sounds amazing to me. I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited also to see the design choice they go with Green Goblin in that game. Because he is basically one of Spider-Man's biggest foes. Because, yeah, I know in Spider-Man 2, Kraven killed Electro, Vulture, Shocker, and Scorpion. Yeah, when you go into one of his bases, he has, like, their outfits and stuff, their gauntlets and all that stuff, their gear, basically. He has them all on, like, a trophy, saying, oh, he was tough, but it wasn't a challenge and everything. Yeah, like, he basically talks about it. So I know. But they want to reboot those characters, which makes sense. They're big characters. Vulture, Scorpion, Shocker, those are big Spider-Man characters, and they just got killed off screen? Yeah, so they want to bring them back in, and they want to bring them as, like, a Sinister Six thing against Spider-Man. So, who knows if they'll still do that, but right now, that's a bit of the story of what I know. That's what they're trying to do. Carnage is going to have a big part on the story, whereas he was kind of pushed as a side character in the second one, which makes sense because Venom was supposed to be the big thing. But now that Venom's gone, and we know there are parts of the symbiote still alive, it would make sense for the symbiote to go with Cletus and then Carnage doesn't care about anyone. He'll kill some villains, you know? Wasn't Lizard one of Spider-Man's greatest enemies? Are we talking movie universe or game universe, or just Spider-Man universe? Because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the other characters are way bigger compared to Lizard. Like, yeah, Lizard is a huge character. We all know Lizard, but come on. Does he compare to Venom or Sandman or Shocker? Hell no, I don't think so. Maybe he's better than Vulture. I feel like Vulture's an underused one. Even Rhino's better. Well, the design they've done in the movies has been atrocious for Rhino, but I think the best version of Rhino we got, unfortunately, is the Kraven movie Rhino. Because the Amazing Spider-Man 2 version of Rhino with the fucking robotic suit was disrespectful. I gotta switch controllers. My analog stick is not working. But yeah. I don't think he's as big as, like, Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Electro, Shocker, maybe Vulture, but even then, I don't know. I feel like I see Vulture in a lot of comics, and I hear more about him than I hear about Lizard. Unfortunately, Lizard isn't really considered a bad guy, because it's still, Dr. Connors, which was a good guy trying to do good after he lost one of his limbs. Well, wasn't he born that way, actually? But yeah. And it just so happened that it took over his research and stuff, and then he found something that just permanently twisted his mind, turning him into a monster. But he was always a good guy. So I don't really count him as, like, a bad villain.
Good morning, Duncan. Just over here.
Even though he's done some crazy shit, I guess.
Edward? Hello, Edward. I found a man to purchase my remaining sugar. Quite a coup, I must say.
He just called you Edward.
Oh, that's the merchant who sailed me here. Out of caution, I gave him a false name.
Ah.
Well done.
Damn, he was already like, I'm gonna kill you. Who the fuck is Edward?
Later.
Very punctual, Duncan. This way. Here he is. A man both Templars and
These are the bad guys. The Templars.
I am told your surname is Robert.
It's the assassins, which are usually the good guys, and the Templars, which are usually the bad guys. They want like the godly weapons to like enslave mankind and destroy them. By the way, the lizard, his design was incredible in Spider-Man 2. Yeah, I really loved him. All those teeth and how big he was, I really loved his design.
Perhaps Mr. Roberts will be eager to provide.
Oddly enough, might be a hot take, but I didn't mind him in Amazing Spider-Man 2. But there was a couple, like, for example, I didn't like his head. His body and stuff was cool. I did think he was a little too small. Other than that, I didn't have a problem with him, but his head I didn't like. The bald, small head, the barely any teeth, basically just gums.
I see.
I was like, oh, hell no, this is not Lizard, this is
The Mayan mentor, Atabai.
a tadpole, like,
Carry out this
what?
contract before coming here.
I was not, no.
I don't know, man.
Many complications along the way.
Oh, this mission's called A Man They Called the Sage. I feel like, let me see, after this one, I think we got 2 more missions, and then we're on sequence 3. So, in Assassin's Creed games, they're not chapters, they're called sequences, because we play a human reliving memories from these ancestors that used to be in the Assassin Order.
At whatever cost.
So, right now we're in a simulation simulating us as Edward Kenway reliving his memories. I can't wait to see the new story for this game. Well, it's not new. It's a lot of the old, but they do change some stuff. I don't know what they're gonna change. I'm liking it so far. It visually looks really good. Ooh, nice. Visually, it looks really good. I'm liking the updates and visuals. Do you think the Governor is better than Negan? Absolutely not. Is there some people that think that? Oh nah. Keep those people away from me. Look, I like the Governor as a character, but if the Governor, if it was like the Governor versus Negan, Negan is destroying that man. Like the Governor is only good because he has a lot of people around him that do shit for him, and he's got guns and tanks and shit. If he didn't have that, he'd be nothing. Like Negan just, I mean, he's liked more by his people too. And he has more structure in the Saviors than freaking the Governor did with Woodbury. So personally, I think Negan's better. And if we just go based off of the acting, like the actors that play those characters, freaking Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan is 10 times a better actor. That dude was unpredictable. And he was hilarious, and he was all over the place, over the top, and I like that. Whereas the Governor, I already knew he was a scumbag from the minute I saw him. I was like, oh yeah, he's trying to portray that he's this nice guy and stuff, but I bet you he's got his demons. And when we saw it, I was like, oh yeah, like, what the hell happened? Okay, yeah, just teleport off the roof. Wait, where? Did I miss somebody? Oh, no, we're good. It was a little delayed. I was like, what?
Another way!
Oh damn, this sage can fight! Honestly, I wasn't the big fan of season 3 of The Walking Dead. No, I like the finale in the prison section with the governor more. Season 3 was slow, and again, on Andrea with siding with the governor was really pissing me off in season 3. Andrea's a character, like, if it was up to me, I'd write her out of The Walking Dead. I do not like her character. She's annoying. Yeah, I think out of all the characters in the Walking Dead main series, her character pisses me off the most. Every time I see her on screen, I want it to be over. Fun fact: I'm actually rewatching Fear the Walking Dead with my fiance because she hasn't seen it, so this is her first experience into it. I liked her more in the first two seasons. I did not like her. I didn't mind her. It wasn't really an issue in season 1 until she tried to take her life and give up. Well, until she became petty over her sister when her sister died, and then she tried to take her life, and then she got mad in season 2 when Dale saved her life. That is when I got so pissed at her, and I was basically like, fuck you, girl. Someone saved your life and all you gotta do is say bad shit, fuck you. Like, I did not like him. I did not like her because of the way she acted. And she always thought she was better than everybody. So that pissed me off too. I just didn't like her character.
Well done, lapdog.
I liked her better in the comics, I'll say that. A little bit.
Double the watch.
Well, I'll be buggered. What an active day we've had, gents.
See, beset on all sides by our enemies, we must be more cautious.
I do wish I could remain to see our drama done, but I must avail myself of these winds and sail for England.
By all means, Captain, speed and fortune to you.
With luck, I'll return myself a governor. And with my idiot king's blessing, no less. Adios.
As for you, Mr. Walpole, I consider this the first payment in a long-term investment. Gracias.
Obliged.
I would like you to be present for the interrogation tomorrow. Call around noon.
Yes, sir.
Right now, Edward only cares about the money.
Jesus.
Yeah, don't worry. Like, the beginning of this game pissed me off because Edward's character just seemed like an asshole. He only cared about money and stuff. He didn't care about the purpose until he started seeing certain stuff. And then, because right now we're acting as a Templar, unfortunately. So we're acting on the bad side. He will start to see the good, and that's when his character really flourishes. And then I'm like, yes, that's what I wanted. Another reason why I didn't like Assassin's Creed Rogue. We literally play a rogue assassin, killing the people that are supposed to be good, which means he turns a Templar and he's killing assassins. Never wanted that, never cared for a story for that. I think that ruined a lot of 3 and 4 because apparently Rogue is tied to both games. Oh, and Unity. It's tied to Unity. So, yeah, I think it kind of ruined a little bit of those games, seeing a previous assassin go Templar, killing his people. I was like, oh, hell no. Kill this man. I was playing as the main character and I wanted him dead. I thought you wouldn't mind the governor since he did kill Andrea. So because he killed a character I didn't like, I like him a little bit more? No, because at the end of the day, she was still part of our group. Nah, I didn't like him. I did not like him as a character.
Marvelous surprise.
Like,
Come, have a drink.
I like him in the comics too, actually. Funny enough, him and Andre I liked more in the comics. I don't know, I like the actor that played him. I think he did a good job. I didn't like how selfish he was. I don't like how he had people do his dirty work most of the time. And he barely put anything in, only when he had to.
1,000 reals for those maps. That's what? £100
It's
at most.
just
How's
a
man
lot of
supposed to become
bullshit.
rich in these times with a miser like Torres running the world?
Have you ever worked on a plantation before?
You know what I'm thinking? I'd like to see this observatory the governor's going on about. He said it were like a device that could follow people around and show where they were.
A ludicrous idea. Imagine my wife with such an advantage over me.
And imagine what a thing like that'd be worth.
The observatory is not an item, it is a location, buddy.
Privateer in the West Indies. I'll catch you up on it. There's a sage in that house I must speak to in private.
Again, early Edward is just caring about making money and making it rich. And a lot of people get hurt because of it, but he gets better when he starts giving a fuck about people and stops being an asshole and worrying about himself. He gets better. But initially, his character is kind of, well, not kind of, he is a bit of a dick.
Ducasse mentioned a prison. Time to find it.
Might have to kill a lot of people to stay kind of safe. Oh, I gotta go before they find the body. Funny thing is, so many people, even today, I'm sure still hate Negan for killing Glenn. 100%. But I hate to say it. It's a bit of a broken record, but it happened in the comics. So why would they change it in the main story? Again, it was a huge thing in the comics. Why would they change it in the main story? Like, the impact of his character death needed to happen. Changing it in the main story kind of would have ruined a lot of the story. Not just from the comics that they adapted, but anything new. Like, Glenn and Abraham's death was a reason why a lot of stuff happened after that. And if it wasn't there would be no reason for that to happen. Rosita going crazy, hating Negan, and even Michonne and a couple other characters hating him and his way of thinking and stuff. Sorry, my cat is howling for I don't know what reason. A lot of the reasons for those things happening were because of what happened with Abraham and Glenn. And not having that happen would have kind of changed the story. So, I get the sentiment, I get the hurt. It needed to happen. I hate to be that person, but it needed to happen. So, I don't really mind it. Backs to the wall, killing the enemy with a wall takedown. That was a different takedown? Didn't know that. But yeah, look, I don't like that Abraham and Glenn died. I liked Abraham as a character too. But you know, it had to happen. My cats are going crazy and fighting each other. Oh, my bad. I should have paused it because I just got spotted by two people. Let me read this comment real quick. God damn. I'm just saying, like, once he died, the ratings went down. So many people stopped watching. It was still doing well enough, though. I hate to say it, but, like, surprisingly, the ratings were still not that bad. Like, they were still doing well to the point where they weren't like, oh, we need to cancel the show. Like, they were still doing well. They just weren't as high as, like, when the show first started. Like, up. Yeah, so I get it. A lot of people were pissed. They were sad. I just, like, me personally, I just don't know why. Like, okay, like, they love these characters. Cool. I feel like the problem with this show and, like, a lot of people leaving is because a lot of these people didn't come from the comics. So they didn't expect or know these characters were going to die. And, okay, on that instance, I understand. However, I personally do my research when I'm getting into a new series or something that I know nothing about. So, and regardless, even if I don't, with The Walking Dead, I read the comics first, so I knew what was going to happen. I feel like a lot of people didn't know what was going to happen, or didn't read the comics before the show, so they were new eyes, and they didn't know anything. Which is fine, but I feel like if a lot of people knew about the comics, maybe they wouldn't be as angry. Sad, I understand. Two of your favorite characters probably just died. But angry? When again, the comics, Glenn died and no one was angry. I mean, people were sad. I just don't get it. So I get, like, again, I get the reason why people are sad and why people didn't like it, but it was gonna happen, whether you like it or not. You know, it's just like I don't like prices raising, and I don't like Sony going all digital. But do I think they're gonna backtrack? Do I think they're gonna start lowering prices? No, I don't. So even though I don't like it, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna happen. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, I wish there was a timeline where a little bit of things were changed, but we'll never know that timeline because we're in the one where he still died. And I feel like he needed to die to, like, build up Negan's character, because Negan is such a big character, so you can't just be like, oh, here's Negan and that's it. He had to present himself, unfortunately, in a bad way to get everyone's attention and just show why he's not to be messed with. And he did a good job at that. Whether you like it or not, he did a good job at that. So, I mean, I didn't see a lot of people scream or get mad or complain when the freaking governor killed Herschel, which was a great character, in the most brutal, disrespectful way, which I didn't like. No one complained about that. People were sad, but they didn't be like, oh, I'm done with this show. Nah, but the minute it's a big character like Glenn or Carl, that's where the problem is. Carl, I understand, because he was supposed to be alive because of the comics. But Glenn was always going to die. Come on, man. Come on. Again, I don't like it either, but I knew it was going to happen. I didn't go into the show thinking he was going to survive. I'm actually surprised that he lasted as long as he did. I personally thought he was going to die on the trash can area where they got trapped by the walkers with what's his name? Not Noah. We mentioned it yesterday, but I thought that's where he was going to die. So, yeah. I think it's because so many people resonated with Glenn, or he was a character they related to, you know? I understand that. Actually, I do. Nevertheless, if you had known... Okay, the better question is, if a lot of people had known ahead of time he was going to die. Like, the minute the show started season 1. Like, genuine question. The minute season 1 started, if the creators came out and told everybody, you know, the comic people, and then just the people who don't know about the comics that just enjoy the show, if they told them right off the bat, Glenn was going to die, do you think people's reactions would be different? I do. A lot of them, actually. I do think a lot of them would have been different. And that's where I have a problem. Whether you knew ahead of time or didn't, shouldn't change your reaction. If it does change your reaction, then your initial reaction for not liking what happened is invalid. Because if you're gonna act differently based off of different knowledge, then that's not okay. So, and again, I don't think that would have changed people falling in love with the character. I think no matter what, the character was just likable enough that even if people knew from episode 1 of season 1 that he was gonna die, they couldn't help it. Like, they were still gonna fall in love with his character. Hell, I did. Okay? But I think what we're missing is, like, whether we knew or not, it was bound to have a reaction. Obviously, it did. It had more of a bad reaction, obviously, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we'll never know otherwise because we just have one way. I knew he was gonna die as well. I still stayed with the show, watched till the end. See, that's a real fan, though. You could have been like, oh no, I loved him, I'm leaving. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't say, oh, I love the show, but it fell off when Glenn died. That's just not true. It did not fall off. Okay? Now, a lot of people left because they didn't like that he died. That doesn't make it a bad show. Just because you don't like something that happened in a show or a movie doesn't make it a bad movie or a bad show. Like, I hate to say it, but it's the truth. So, there's a lot of things that happen in, for example, Fear the Walking Dead, where, like, when Morgan came in, he basically took over the show. They introduced him and a lot of new characters, and I do like those characters, and I like Morgan. But do I think he should have took over the show from Madison and, Alicia and all these characters? Hell no. I don't. He could have just still been there and not been the main character. But that's how AMC wanted to do it. And I didn't like it, but guess what? I still like Fear the Walking Dead. There are things you cannot like and you can still enjoy the show, but to hate on the show just because you didn't like a specific thing that happened it's not okay. That's not a reason. That doesn't make it bad. This is like a lot of people hate Call of Duty because they're like, oh, look, it's kind of like repetitive now and it kind of does the same stuff, which, okay, yeah, agreed. But does that make it a bad game? Absolutely not. There are people like me, I don't mind it. As long as it's polished, it's not broken, it's not constantly crashing, which it does here and there on launch day. As long as the story is good and everything is optimized well, multiplayer zombies, I'm fine. I'm fine. Which is why I continue to buy them every fucking year or pick them up. Because at the end of the day, there are still good parts of the game that I enjoy. Now, others will disagree. That's fine. But you disagreeing, telling me it sucks, and that's it. Isn't going to make me agree, isn't going to stop me from buying it. And they're going to be like, oh, you're the problem because you keep buying it. I'm going to keep buying it because I still keep enjoying parts of the game. I'm not going to stop just because others don't like it. I enjoy parts of it still. Therefore, I'm still going to play it and pick it up. It is what it is. I don't really care if people don't like that argument because guess what? It's my money, and nobody's going to tell me how to spend my money. It is what it is. It's just like there's a lot of people out there, ever since PlayStation announced that they're going all digital in 2028, that say collecting physical games or physical media is stupid. And anyone who's complaining about them not making physical media is dumb. And I'm like, okay, you're dumb. Because you're just saying you don't want to own anything. That's so stupid. A lot of people like having the physical thing in their hand. Just because you don't doesn't make it stupid or bad. Again, same thing. Same argument. If you're going to argue about one thing, you got to argue about everything. So... Stop it. Fucking cat is bullshit. You're gonna go in the restroom again. Stop it. Oh, hold on 1 second. I'll admit I'll stop watching Fear temporarily. That's what I did. I didn't like season 1. When I first watched it, I didn't like it. I'm gonna be honest. And I stopped watching it for until season 5, I think. And then I started from season 1 again, all the way to 5, and then I binge watched 6 when it came out. Same thing with the 7th season, and then the 8th season. And guess what? Me giving it a second chance, I liked it. Do I like it as more than the original mainline show with Rick and them? No. I still think it's really damn good, though. I think people just sold it too short and just gave up on it instead of giving it a chance. I did stop watching Fear temporarily. Ooh, I can't speak that because that's spoilers for her. But yeah, that death was sad, and the way it was done, despite me understanding the reasoning for it, I did not like it. Because first of all, I didn't expect to fall in love with that character. I mean, he was one of those typical characters, came in, kind of like to put on a show because that's just how he was and stuff like that. But I did grow a personal care for the character, and when he died in the way he died, I was not okay with that. In fact, I hated the person who did it to him. Yeah, I mean, I was pissed off too, to be honest. I was. And then when they the audacity to try and kill Morgan in that season, like, I was done. I was done. I did take a break for like 2 episodes or 3, and then I said, "Fuck it, I need to see where this goes." But yeah, my sentiment is there as well. His death and what they did with Morgan in that season, I was mad. A completely justifiable anger in those moments. Yeah, just not okay. But yeah, no, I don't. Again, there are certain decisions that happen in anything, a game. Like there, for example, there's people hating on the fact that you can turn off the cussing and the blood and gore for Wolverine. What about the parents that want to buy it for their kid but don't want the kid to see all the blood and gore and the cussing? That's who that's for. Or maybe there's a person that doesn't like cussing that much and they want to turn it off. I mean, I feel like you're not having enough fun in your life if you turn off cussing or blood and gore, but that's just me, okay? And that's literally the character. That's who Wolverine is. And you're censoring who he is. I don't like it. But it's not forced. It's an option for people who want to do it. And I don't have a problem if it's an option and not the main focus. But apparently a lot of people have a problem that there's even an option for anyone to turn it off. And that's where the problem is, because then you're basically saying you want people to feel limited. And I don't agree with that, and I do not appreciate that sentiment. I don't. So, just because you don't like something doesn't make it a bad decision. You do agree that it was basically a repeat of what happened in that? Kind of, actually. You know what's funny? When I first saw that, I thought back to that moment with Nick, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of oddly similar. I feel like it was more impactful for him than Nick, though, because I feel like more so with Nick, they kept shoehorning in that's what was going to happen. They kept kind of hinting at us, the people watching, that he was going to die. Even though we didn't want to believe it, like, there were hints that he was going to die. We didn't know how, but we knew. Whereas with the other character, I'm intentionally not mentioning his name, even though I understand it, you could have talked to him, and he could have given his reasoning, you could have worked it out. Everyone in this world has lost someone for whatever reason, and instead your option, instead of trying to talk it out, is violence in the most rude way. Also, didn't she basically shoot him in the back, which grabbed his attention, and then he turned around and she finished him off? Who the fuck attacked someone from the back? You've got to be a little pussy-ass bitch, excuse my language, to attack someone in the freaking back. Oh, what's the matter? Couldn't take them from the front, so you gotta be a coward and attack them from the back? Screw you, man. Screw you. I did not like that. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I remember shouting that at my TV. My hands were on my head. I was screaming. I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, literally. That moment pissed me off. It blew my mind. I was like, what are you doing? I was crying. Like, there was so many emotions going through my head when that happened. And I was just like, oh, nah. I wanted... this is the second time I'm saying this. Like, I was, like, minutes away from trying to jump in the TV myself and deal with this kid. I was so angry and sad and a lot of emotions that I was just like, dude, what the hell? And June's reaction afterwards, where he goes down the water and he's a walker and his hat, and she has to kind of put him out of his misery. Oh my god, I was crying. I was crying so much. Oh my god. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. That was a moment where I needed a break too, because I was about to beat up the creators. Like, I get it. I do. But not like that. And not that character. And not without a little bit of fighting back. And no, I don't, no. Not right. Just not right. Again, I'm a huge fan of the Walking Dead universe and the series, and a lot of other stuff. But when they make bad decisions with the things I care about, I'm gonna talk out about it. And that was not a decision I was okay with. It just wasn't. So, yeah, no. Mm-mm. Plus, you know, I kind of wonder, this isn't just a Fear the Walking Dead thing, this is a thing with just a lot of these types of shows. What is it with a kid always taking out a very experienced, kind of legendary character? There's always a kid in an apocalyptic show or something like that is killing very experienced characters that should have their guard up and not be easily, you know, caught off guard. And they're always fan favorite characters, they're always legendary characters, they're always them. They get targeted.
Jesus.
I will never understand it. I do not like it. It feels like they do it intentionally, honestly.
What is your true name, rogue?
It's Captain Pissoff.
Pieko Pauvre Pisa. Where is the sage? Did you set him free?
I had nothing to do with that. Much as I wish I did.
Take him to the ports. Send him to Sevilla with the treasure fleet.
Oh, wait now! I delivered your treasures, didn't I?
You did, yes. But you robbed us of Duncan Walpole.
Damn. Another flashback.
How are you feeling?
No worse. Just a bit of nausea that won't let go. Have you been at the pub?
I only had one pint to save up some coins so I could bring you this.
Is it chocolate?
Why? It's from the Americas. I mixed it myself. Have a taste. You see, as a privateer, I'll find all manner of novelties in the New World. We'll be the talk.
Oh boy,
So,
I'm dying.
how does it feel to drink like a duke?
Edward, my father is a merchant. I've had chocolate many times.
Have you?
I do love the Walking Dead universe, but I don't agree with everything they've done. Oh, me too.
No.
There are a lot of decisions I'm like, oh no.
Go on then.
World Beyond is a great example. I like the premise of where they were going with that.
It's nice.
We'll save
And
the
it kind of fell apart for me. I thought there was a bigger purpose for that show. There wasn't. Not until the end, which was season 2, basically.
Thank you, love.
And even then, I felt like that show could have not been done.
Thoughtful of you.
And that all that stuff they were trying to do could have kind of been implemented in the Rick and Michonne show, which was The Ones Who Live. Or, like, sprinkled through other shows. I don't think they needed a 2-season show with a whole bunch of new characters that we do not give a crap about. Now, I did grow to like some of them. I did. But that's besides the point. I think the story and the whole execution of what they were trying to do was just bad. That was like the one spin-off like I didn't enjoy until season 2. And overall, I just didn't think needed to be done. So,
What's your plan, mate?
again, I love the world too, but I just think there's a lot of decisions I don't agree with as well. Now, funny, that character we just saw, that is Adewale, which is the main assassin character from the Freedom Cry DLC. Again, he's still in the main story. We're just not going to get to see how his story plays out as an assassin. And what's even more crazy about this, and I really hope this doesn't happen, because then a lot of people who enjoy these games and stuff are going to say how greedy the company is, which we already know how greedy Ubisoft is, but I don't want them getting bad attraction for the bad decisions they make, because this, I think they're kind of trying to take a hint. But if they do this decision, then I'm going to be wrong about them taking a hint. And we're just going to find out that they're greedy as usual, right? And this game, I think, is a first good step, but we need more good steps. I don't need them taking another step back. What I think is Carl's the character that shouldn't have died, honestly. Yeah, I do agree. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, but let me finish what I was saying originally. I think they're not doing the DLC because they want to make a game, like a smaller game, dedicated to him. And it's like Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry. And it's like a $40, $50 game. Where the DLC isn't even that long. It's like a 5 to 7 hour game. And then maybe they extend it with new stuff, kind of like they did with this game. And it's like a 10 to 15 hour game. Hence why it's $40, $50.
We're stealing a brig.
Now, normally I'd be like, okay, well, it's going to have new shit. It's going to be updated visuals and stuff like that. Like, this game, fine. The only problem I have with that is they could have done that, and they could have still put it as a DLC. Separately. If you got the deluxe edition, you got it for free. If you got the standard edition, you had to buy it separately. Now, my thing is they don't want to do that because they want to maximize the amount of money they make off of this shit. Which I understand, but it is corporate greed to the max. So I don't like that. And again, I really hope they don't do that and they don't go down that route. But this is Ubisoft we're talking about at the end of the day. And I could totally see them doing something like this. Still give that content to players, but make double the money and use greed by making it a separate purchase. Again, I don't like it, but it's Ubisoft and I can totally see them doing that. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope that's not where they're going with the decision to do stuff like that, but I feel like that's what they're going to do. But, okay, yeah, Carl not dying, I do agree with. I think that's one character that shouldn't have died. Especially because he survives in the comics till the end, right? Rick dies, and he takes over as old man Carl, right? And then he marries Sophia, funny enough. Well, like, not marries her, but he ends up with her, and they have, I think, a kid and stuff. So, I mean, Sophia's another character that kind of got taken out too early. Like, there's a lot of interesting stuff that could have happened if they still followed that. I'm just like, because I know what happened. Rick was supposed to be the Carl character from the comics, but and he is for the show. Rick is Carl for the show because Rick doesn't die, and he's getting older now with his gray hair and stuff. And actually, personally, I'm fine with that. Like, if they told me like, hey, if Carl survives, Rick has to die, then I would say kill Carl. I would. I love Rick as a character.
Come on, lads.
That I wouldn't want him to die, even if it meant Carl had to die. I don't want Rick dying. That was one worry I had in season 9 with episode 5 because I thought Rick was gonna die, and I'm so glad he didn't. Why do you think they stopped caring about the comics? What do you mean? They didn't. They still took a lot of liberties from the comics and implemented it in the show. At the end of the day, though, it's a show. It's its own unique thing, and they wanted to do more new, different stuff than kind of take from the comics. I really do think people were starting to be like, I already know what's going to happen with the story. Why do I need to watch it? So they wanted to keep trying new stuff to surprise people, to get them to continue to watch, or else people were going to be constantly convinced, like, why do I need to keep watching? I already know what's going to happen. So, yeah, I don't think they stopped caring about the comics. I do think they heavily stopped focusing on that lore and went more to trying their own unique ideas, which again, this has nothing to do with just The Walking Dead. It has anything to do with any thing that they implement from a book or a comic or an anime or something and they put it on TV. I just want them to make a good show for the sake of the comic or the other thing before it, as well as try some new liberties, because unfortunately sometimes I don't want the same old thing again. I do want to see some surprises, some twists and turns, some couple new things that I didn't expect. And I think when it came to the Walking Dead show, that's what kept it so interesting for me, is that there were some stuff in there, and there were a lot of moments where I was second guessing myself, and I was thinking like, oh, these persons survived. I'm like, this is the show. What if they change some stuff like that? So I kept watching because I'm like, dude, well, not just for that reason. I obviously like the show, but I kept wondering if certain things would stay the same or if they change them. And that kept me very interactive with it and surprised to see like the amount of stuff they change. And it kept me loving it and keep coming back for more, you know what I mean? So in that aspect, I guess for me it falls that I liked that they kept trying new stuff, so I kept on my toes. So I didn't feel like I knew everything. By the way, apparently they're making a new Nightmare on Elm Street. Don't care. I never watched all of the older ones. I only watched the first one. The character, what was his name? Freddy? I don't like. And the premise of how his powers and everything work, I think is stupid. I'm more of a Friday the 13th guy. Which, funny, for anyone who likes Jason and Friday the 13th, they just released a teaser for Camp Crystal Lake. It's just called Crystal Lake, and it has an official release date. It's going to be on Peacock on October 15th, so I'll be watching that because it's like an origin story for Jason, and it kind of is supposed to delve into the background of certain things that happen a little bit more, which, hey, I'm all for. But yeah, no, Friday the 13th, don't care. Like, a lot of deaths in that movie could just be avoided by just not sleeping. And I know how many, I already know what people are going to say because I've had friends tell me this. You can't go forever without sleeping. Actually, you can. Is it healthy? No, but you can. You just have to find ways to keep yourself awake. Or how about this? Just move out of Elm Street. And I already know people are going to be like, well, someone already did that in like the third or fourth movie. Okay, yeah. But this was after a certain thing happened. So when they moved out, they were still followed because that thing had already happened. Or maybe just don't move there at all. You know, like, there are so many ways to avoid Freddy and his stupid curse, that the whole premise of his character sounds stupid. Just like Candyman. Oh, you want to avoid him? Maybe don't go in front of a mirror and shout Candyman 3 times. You stupid. Like, just, dude, what? Like, some of these slasher characters they come up with, they're so stupid. Like, they're so easy to avoid. And it's just like the characters in the show having bad, stupid decisions that get them killed. I just watched the teaser for Crystal Lake series. It looks really good. That's why I just brought it up. It's like 45 seconds long. It looks good. I'm really interested to see it. And it's supposed to do a deep dive into, like, obviously Jason and his mother, because obviously his mother's not innocent either. She kills some of the camp kids. If you watch the movies, you know. And from what I heard, if this show does well, they're gonna keep going with, like, series that kind of tell the Friday the 13th series. Like, it tells the story, but instead of making it a movie series, they're going to do a TV series. So they can give enough tension to these characters and work on putting more, like, details on backstories and stuff like that. Basically making it better because it's a TV show versus a movie, where a movie is like usually, 2 hours and they can't fit a lot of stuff in there. With a show, it could come out every year or 2 years and they do like 10 to 20 episodes and they focus on really keeping it polished, keeping the story kind of knit tight and everything like that. And just overall, just done well. And that's what they want to do. So, if this prequel series does well, they want to do that. And I'm all for it. Especially if they change some stuff around and they rewrite some stuff, I'm there. I'm there. As long as it's done well, I'm there. Because there are a lot of moments in the Friday the 13th... I mean, not Friday the 13th. Is it Friday? Yeah, Friday the 13th. There's a lot of moments in the Friday the 13th series where some stuff doesn't make sense. Or they talk about one thing and then the next moment it's ignored. And it's brushed off. Or they never bring it up again. Like, and I just don't like that. So I feel like this series can kind of make a more cognitive understanding of the story without leaving a lot of open holes with things, giving a more enjoyable experience if they do it right, and if this show is good. It looks good. I'm there for it as long as it's done right. Shit, I was there. What was it? The 2013 reboot. For Nightmare on Elm Street, the one that was rebooted. They were supposed to reboot the series. I was like, look, if they do it right, I'll watch it. It came out, and people said it was the worst thing ever. Hell, the design for Freddy was ugly. And I was like, no. And I saw clips and shit, and I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not watching this travesty. I was like, no. I'll definitely be checking out the series. I'm glad, because then we can talk about it together. We can share what we liked and what we didn't like, because, oh man, I hope it's good. One of the first slashers I got into was Ghostface and Michael Myers. And then I think it was Jason and Chucky. And then it was Freddy, but I didn't like Freddy that much. And when I like Gremlins, but Gremlins ain't really a slasher film. But yeah, I just hope they do it right. Did I die? I think I did. I think the tornado got me. Oh no, we're good. We're good. Cool. But yeah, I am a Friday the 13th fan. Me too. I like Jason, and I mean, every Halloween you see it. Everyone's got a Jason mask. He's as popular as Ghostface, as Michael Myers. Like, you can't stay away from it. So.
Oh, by God, we pulled this one straight from the teeth of Neptune.
Guys, your boat is still on fire.
Much thanks for your aid back there.
Adewale.
Guys, your boat, your ship is still on fire.
Not yet.
By God, she took some knocks, didn't she? I think I'll keep her. All hands aft, lads! We're taking this one home!
Well, we made it out of the storm. What? I think we're about to be on sequence 2. Epoxy bird. Yeah. Oh no, we're at the beginning of sequence 2. That was the first mission of sequence 2.
I've made my choice, Addy. I'm calling her the Jackdaw. A sly bird I loved as a child back in Swansea.
A dark little creature, no?
Did it rub you wrong when I took this brig as mine own?
It was the sort of rub I have learned to endure, sailing among faces of such.
I love Ottawale's character.
It's true.
Part of me still hopes we can get like his DLC in some way at some point.
Such unfairness.
I'll be your quartermaster. Nothing less.
All right. And as quartermaster, have you any immediate counsel for this Tyro captain?
Rest and repast would do us good before Nassau. Water for drinking. Hunting for food and repairs.
Well reasoned, sir. Hunting, it shall be. We'll find a decent place to drop anchor.
All of it!
Despite a few items in the hold earlier, powder and a few pistols, I think I'll fashion a second holster if I can.
It's a good start.
One you find laughable.
Could we talk a moment about the condition of the ship?
What's the trouble?
I had a walk about the gun deck this morning, and couldn't stand for what I saw. A clutter of linstocks heaped like tinder, and one with a slow match still burning.
Christ.
And just nearby, 2 barrels of gunpowder, closer than man and wife.
By the way, don't know if I said I did name my car. You did say that, yeah. Sorry, I had to get up for a second and grab me a drink, so I kind of went silent. My bad. But yeah, you did mention that you named your car, so. I think you said you named it the Black Pearl or something. Well, this one is called This Tyro Cabin. This is the first one of the first mission of sequence 2. What? Let me confirm that actually. Sequence 3. This is the first mission of sequence 3. I call it Mrs. Pearl actually. Damn, that's crazy. Alright, we'll give this like maybe another hour and then we'll stop for today. Hopefully we can finish sequence 3. We'll see. I might do a new game plus on this, depending on how much new shit they add. Cause I'm just focusing on the main story. I know there's a lot of new side content, but I don't really want to delve into that at the moment. Plus, this will give me the like ability to complete a lot of the main story first and unlock like the map and stuff in certain areas, and then when we do New Game Plus, then we can kind of like do the rest. Actually, let me see. Is there a New Game Plus? Technically, this is a new Assassin's Creed. There has to be a New Game Plus. Let me see. Excuse me, let me look it up real quick. Black Flag Resynced have New Game Plus. No, it does not. Wow. Okay, so it doesn't on launch, but they are gonna add it later. However, upon completing the main story, you can continue exploring the open world or start a fresh playthrough from the beginning. Before the game's launch, Ubisoft previously confirmed that they plan to add a New Game Plus mode in a future update a few months post-launch. Okay, well, it just came out, so it probably won't come out until, what, like September or October? Okay. So, probably around September or October, there will be, like, a New Game Plus, which is just kind of sad. I wish it was here on launch. I'm kind of getting tired of gaming companies releasing a game on launch with no New Game Plus, because mostly Most people beat it fast, and then there's nothing to do. I would love a new game plus immediately, so. I can't believe we got a cat as our shipmate. Oh, that's so cute. We can't equip it yet, though. Oh, we got another new outfit. Edward Kenway's robe, which are better.
Proper shipwright. We should keep our eyes open for one.
Abaco Island isn't far off. If we anchor by the shore, we can restock.
Did I see another comment? I'm guessing that was Pamela we see swimming in the lake shouting Jason. Yes, the mom, yeah. Because obviously the story is like she finds out her kid was drowning. Or like the bullies kind of drowned him in there. They said it was by accident, but I don't believe it. They might switch some of that story up. But in the original movies, there were bullies that loved bullying Jason for the way he looked. And they basically drowned him. And that's why Jason came back and started killing a lot of the campers, because his previous memory was being drowned by a couple of them. And his mom always hated the campers and killed a couple because they did that to him, to her son. So I'm assuming she's going in the water trying to help Jason, but it's too late. Obviously, we know he dies and he comes back and starts killing the kids. So every summer. So if you're going on a summer camp vacation, do not go to Camp Crystal Lake. You will die.
Square up, lads. Stay sharp and expect trouble.
Okay, maybe not yet. All right, let's go here. We're gonna go land on this island. Drop anchor. Are we supposed to swim to the island, or? Didn't part 2 state he survived the drowning? I think they did, but that's obviously not true, because where the hell was he at? No, I like I said, there's a reason why I hope this series does well, because then they can like literally fix all the inconsistencies between certain parts of each movie. Because I really do think there are a lot of moments in some of the movies where, like I said, something gets mentioned and then waved off the next moment, or never talked about again, or a lot of questions the fans have only to never be answered. Like, I want a singular story that makes sense that they can give me that kind of fix a lot of the questions we had with the original series. And I'm hoping that if the show does well, they can continue on with the rest of the story, and we can see, and I really hope this is what happens, basically fix the mainline series so it makes sense, and I'm not left questioning certain stuff that happens. You know what I mean? So, fingers crossed this does well. It looks good. There's no red flags. I'm feeling like they are doing a fairly good adaptable story that makes sense, without kind of like, I guess, leaving open plot holes. But we won't know until we watch it. And again, if it does well, they do want to tell the rest of the story through a series rather than a movie. I really hope it does well because of that. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, really excited to see what happens there. Invested in camp. The Caribbean's featuring players. Wait, what?
The crates are unspoiled.
Welcome back, Grand Soren. The Caribbean's featuring players from the teams of Spain, England, France, Netherlands, and Denmark. Ah, yes. I mean, it's fitting considering the game we're playing, so we're just gonna drink a random alcohol. Okay.
Animals have been in the fish.
I'm not.
Paw prints. Smaller than a jaguar's.
Okay, I'm not gonna investigate the rest of that at the moment. I do want to get this
I'll see about those ocelots. Have the crew load the supplies on the jackdaw.
point unlocked. The viewpoint. If I can climb up there somehow. Honestly, I don't buy this new actress as Pamela. Like, this being a prequel, you telling me she's gonna age into Betsy Palmer. Yeah, I do agree with that. Well, see, here's the thing. The thing is, she might not. She might not. Like, they might do a different twist on her character. And again, if they do it right, I'm fine with that. Because, again, this is before all that, and we haven't really seen, like, a young, you know, Jason's mom. So it would be different for sure. My main thing is, and I don't know if they've spoken on it, but from what I've seen, I think this is where they're going. They do not want this show tied, which it will be, because this is what fans do, but they don't want it tied to the movies. It's its own thing that just happens to share the story loosely with the movies and stuff. Because they want to keep that story loosely, but also change it up a bit and have it be its own thing. You see what I'm saying? So again, that's my hope for this, that they do that and they do it well, so I don't have to be confused all the time with what's going on. So fingers crossed. And if they change, you know, and she doesn't age like she does in the movies, then that is another perfectly good example of changing something that didn't happen in the original. Which, again, I'm fine with if they do it correctly. So, I'm not going to hate until I see it, but so far everything I'm seeing I do enjoy. I'm liking where they're going, so we'll have to wait and see. Damn, these crabs look real. Okay. Now, what isn't real is them randomly just disintegrating and teleporting away. Okay. I mean, I'm not the only one that saw that, right? Y'all just saw the crabs running around and then just instantly teleported away? Yeah. Where you going, bro? Wait. Is this one serious? Stop moving!
Too slow, Shepard.
Oh my god! Stop moving! Finally, Jesus Christ, wasted all my ammo trying to hit these ocelots.
Good.
Oh, wait a minute, are they going to show off that you can skin animals and create pouches and stuff for more ammo? Oh, and that's one thing I don't miss from the older games. It used to take so freaking long to do that. Oh, time to go kill a lot of animals to do this. God damn. These things take so long. Like, in the original games, to max out all your upgrades for the amount of ammo, darts, everything you can hold, heals, killing all these things took forever. Honestly, oh wait, no, I read that one. Do you think this is a prequel to the new era of Jason we're getting? Like, it's going to be a prequel that'll set up a new movie? I want to say no. I want to follow along with your saying. I do think it's a new era for Jason. And I do think it's going to set something up, too. I think it's a movie, no. I think it's going to set up a series. Because, again, there's only so much you could fit into 2 hours for a movie. But if you make a series, you could put a lot more details and attention into the characters. Therefore, you get a lot more info and backstory. Whereas with a movie, you got 2 hours, and I feel like a lot of stuff can be lost in translation, and it could just overall be left with a like sour experience. But with the show, you get a lot more. Like, and I think that's probably why they went with a Harry Potter series rather than another movie series. However, I don't like stuff I've seen with that so far, but yeah, I think if you're gonna make something like, for example, Batman, right? Let's say they did a live action Batman series rather than, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. I think a lot of people would hate that initially, but I think if it's done well, which you have a lot more time to put into an hour an episode, maybe a 10 to 20 episode series on whatever the subject is, compared to a 2 hour or even a 3 hour movie. You get a lot more out of it as a series than a movie. So I'm more inclined to hope that it's a series and like if it's a series, because then, like I said, they could do a lot more with it, give a lot more backstory, give a lot more depth to the characters and stuff, whereas if they did anything other than a series, I feel like they're gonna have to cut some stuff or leave some stuff out or stuff like that, and I don't want that. I don't want that. If they could do it in a movie series, then fine. I have no problem with it, but I don't think they can, and that's where the issue lies. Where I think it's gonna be more of like a TV series.
But they'll do.
Like, this isn't a prequel to the 1980 film, but to the Jason Universe thing. Yeah, because they did say they wanted to build a new Jason Universe. Kind of like a lot of the horror things are trying. Blumhouse tried it with the Halloween things. I think it worked for the most part, but then it kind of didn't. Towards, like, especially more so with the last movie, right? And personally, I didn't mind all three movies together. But even I will admit Halloween Ends left a lot of disappointment, and I think in the fans' taste. I still think it was good. I think it just left a lot of disappointment for people, which is sad to see. But they're rebooting that again as well, so that should be fun. Nevertheless, we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see to what happens. Okay, this is called Now Hiring. All right, let's turn around.
No use wallowing about.
Are we supposed to go onto the island? No. Let's turn around.
Catch me some wind.
They're lost on the floor. Come on.
They land another, we're done for!
What the hell did I hit? No, I don't want to play the shanties.
Give me another one, lads.
By the way, I did watch the short film Apple Cider Jason thing they did. I heard about it. I didn't watch it. Was it good? I did hear about it. I didn't end up watching it. Was it good though? If it's good, I might have to check it out.
Clue up foremast ring.
Leave the mains. Clue up gallants.
It's Doc here. How'd you feel about their new age Jason redesign? Okay, I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's not. I feel like I need to see it in action, if that makes sense. I need to see it in action to
Them your breads.
really gauge if it works or not. Because seeing a still image or like a slightly moving image rather than watching a show with the character and stuff, it feels a bit different, you know what I mean? So I feel like I need to see him on screen doing what he does best and seeing if that works for me. And if it doesn't, then I don't like it. If it does, then I have no quarrel or problem with it. But we do need to see before we like judge. And so far, I mean, it's about what I expected. It could be a little bit better, but I think overall it's not bad. Regardless, like I said, we'll have to wait and see. Should I do the red? No, I'm gonna do the black because I think it fits in with my thing. And I like this. Pistol do not consume ammunition while I'm hidden. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't really think it's a bad thing. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like it. And I'm like,
This is home.
It's not home exactly.
I don't think you can really tell until you see it in motion. I remember all the way back in 2017, I played the Friday the 13th game they did. I love that. I love that. And I don't know if you liked it, but personally, I'm going to say this. If you like that game, September has a game coming out for you to hopefully do that game justice. And oddly enough, it's another slasher game. It's the Halloween game. It's going to have a campaign, and it's going to play exactly like the Friday the 13th game. And it's going to have cosmetics for the survivors, cosmetics for Jason, and all this stuff. It is online, but it does have a main campaign story as well. And I'm going to be picking up on launch, so if you don't want to pick it up, just watch me play it when it comes out. I really hope it's good. Especially because I feel like Michael Myers is my favorite slasher. Him and Ghostface are two of my favorites, so I really hope it's well done. So definitely stay tuned for that one. Yes, I'll definitely be getting the Halloween game. Yeah, come on, man. It's freaking Halloween. And I really hope we get something Ghostface at some point. I never played the Leatherface one because that looked like a mess. I'm going to be honest. That Leatherface game looked like a mess. I did play Dead by Daylight. Did not like it particularly. I still own it and I still try it here and there, but I don't particularly like it. And but the Friday the 13th game, I played a lot with my friends, and I loved that game. So when they canceled it and they kind of like shut down the servers and stuff, I was sad. And I feel like the Halloween game is a redemption at that. I don't know if it's made by the same people, but it looks like it's similar in gameplay, like very highly similar to the Friday the 13th one, and I think that's the point. So I'm excited to see if that does well.
Send any men you find to the Jackdaw. I'll put them to work.
Cheers, Eddie.
Did I hear rightly?
I like what they're doing with the Halloween world. Would they do Ghostface in that style?
It might be you can help him with that.
I feel like that's the real question. I don't know if they would. However, I do wholeheartedly though do think.
Aye. I'll save them from
right, I do think that they can.
Well then, there's some in need of saving.
How do I put this? I think they can make a slasher game similar to that vein. Also with a campaign, funny enough. I don't really know how to word it, but like it's gonna be a little bit more difficult on the execution because like with the Michael game, the reason why it works is it's kind of similar to the Friday the 13th game where you're in I forgot the city of Halloween. I'm a big fan of Scream as well. I mean, and look, I did like portions of Scream 7, but the killers at the end just ruined it for me again. Like, that's the infamous thing, right? That usually everything goes good until they reveal the killers. And so most of the time it's confusing or it's bad. For me, the killers, Haddonfield, yeah. I like that it's just Haddonfield and you're running around, kind of like the Friday the 13th game is just Camp Crystal Lake. But, like, am I wrong for wanting different maps? Because the Friday the 13th game had different maps. They were still in Camp Crystal Lake, but they were like redesigned. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, the Halloween game isn't out. Maybe they have different stuff going on that I don't know about. But initially, I'm loving what I'm seeing, and I'm really excited to play this game. And I hope it does well so I can play online with a lot of people. I feel like that's the first game that I could tell anyone watching that picks it up, like, hey, why don't we play together? Like, let's see how we do this. Like, that would be so fun. But, like, again, like, I just really hope it does well. I don't want to hear, like, in the next 2-3 months after launch that the servers are getting shut down. I would be so sad. Especially because it is Halloween. So, I don't want to think of the possibility of it getting shut down, but whether they do Ghostface in that vein, like, so for Ghostface, I 100% do think they need a story as well, like the Halloween game. But would they do a Scream game kind of similar in gameplay to Friday the 13th or even the Halloween game? I lean more towards no, but that's just because I can't really see how Halloween is played that way. Do I think that they will, like, I can't think of another horror game that has an interesting style that the Scream game could be in. Because I was thinking DVD, but I don't think that would work good as a Scream game either. I don't know. Whatever way or gameplay they go with, as long as it makes sense for the universe of Scream and the character, for why he would be doing what he's doing, I don't mind. But I 100% do believe we need a campaign tied to it. Just like a little small one, just to get us into that. And I do think it does need multiple costumes, just like the Friday the 13th game and now the Halloween game, because Ghostface has a lot of different looks. Other than that, I can't really think where they would take a Scream game. But I'm there for it if they said, like, next year, shortly after the Halloween game comes out, that, hey, we're making a Scream game. I'd just be like, okay, yeah, I'm down. I'm down for it. If it looks good, it plays good, yeah, I'll be picking up. I'm down. But like, would I be skeptical? For sure. I was skeptical with the Halloween game until I saw that it played kind of like similar to the Friday the 13th game, and I was kind of sold. I was like, okay. And then they said, like, oh, there's a campaign as well. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm definitely sold. That sounds cool. And then the gameplay they showed off, which looks awesome. I'm there. So, as long as everything's done right, I don't really particularly mind. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. I don't really have any much more to say on that. I do wonder about the Halloween game if they have multiple Michael models. I don't know if they have multiple models, but they do have multiple different costumes and outfits. They've already shown that off for Michael and for the survivors. Like, you can play as Michael from Halloween 2018 and ends. They've talked about that already, and I think they are trying to do it. Whether it'll be on launch, I don't know, but they've already talked about that they're trying to do stuff like that. And that would be cool, because I do want to play as the, like, melted Michael mask. I love that. How could you kill Jason in Friday the 13th game? They've said multiple times you cannot kill Michael. Okay, hold on. Now, technically they've said you can kill him for a short time to be able to build up your escape. And then, but he'll come back after a short time. And sometimes when you're really close to escaping, he'll get a speed boost, like a boost. A speed boost, attack boost. He'll be a little bit faster, everything. So it makes him more challenging, which I like as well. That's going to make me scream on stream, I'm telling you right now. But I like the idea of that. It gives you more of a challenge. But now, like, I feel like I have to play it to be able to see if it works. Initially, I like the idea, but if it doesn't work well, I might change my stance on it. So, who knows? But right now, what I'm hearing, I do like. Whether that will change as the time goes on, we'll have to wait and see. Can you stop hitting me, bro? Come on, swipe me again, bro. These are the Friday the 13th films. You can play as different versions of Jason from the films. Yeah, I know. I still own the game. I just can't play it because of the servers. But yeah, the time from when he was human to zombie Jason. Wonder if it'll be the same with Halloween. Now, I'm tempted to look it up because I don't know if it's the same creators. If it is, I do believe they'll do that. But they've already mentioned that they do want to. They have multiple costumes available for his character, and they have mentioned that they are planning after launch, so post-launch, to add more. What that looks like, what versions of the character will that be and stuff, we don't know, obviously. But I am hopeful that they will put all versions in there of him, or as many as they can. Obviously, copyright and other stuff will exist, but who knows? We'll have to see. But we do know that there will be some different outfits and looks for him on launch. They've already showed off a couple of them. You just got to find the video. And they do want to add more. You know, they want this to be a thing that people can play and have fun with. And whatever version of Michael is their favorite, they want you to be able to play as. So they've mentioned that already in like interviews and stuff and talks. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. It's Ilphonic making the game, and the Ilphonic did work on Friday the 13th. So yeah, they might do it similar to how they did with that game.
You're saving a trophy for yourself, huh?
Aye, away with you. We're saving it for a real celebration.
Now you'll want to sail somewhere rich with plunder.
Have you heard of a place called the Observatory?
Aye. It's an old legend, like El Dorado or the Fountain of Youth.
What have you heard?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
That's it. You see here.
Oh, rot. It's fairy stories you prefer to gold, is it?
It's worth more than gold, Thatch. 10,000 times above what we could pull off any Spanish ship.
Robbing the king to pay his porpoise is how we earn our keep here, lad. It ain't a fortune. It's a fantasy.
All right, now hiring is done. Sorry, excuse me. I'm trying to see the next mission. It's kind of nighttime. Where's the next one? Right here. What is this one called? Freaking stick drift is a problem. Dude! Just hover on it. Prizes and plunder. Let's go up there. Let me grab that thing that's going up there. I need that. Flew off. Freaking shanty, bro. Come back! Come back! Come back! Got it. Honestly, Scream film that is my least favorite is 6. You like 7 over 6?
You must have rid me of my son.
When I'm like, do you like Scream 7 more than Scream 6? I don't. I personally don't. I didn't mind Scream 6. And I didn't mind Scream 7 either. I thought 7 was okay. That's not what I asked. Did you think it's better than Scream 6, is what I asked. I don't. I actually don't. I would rewatch 6. 7, I would rewatch too, but the ending for 7 makes it fall apart for me. 6, though, I didn't mind the ending for 6. I did not.
Green horny gold. Is it envy?
And I liked the characters in there a lot more.
No, I reckon it's this Jamaican funk.
I do a little bit. Ooh, that's a hot take. But it's okay. It's okay. I think Scream 6 is better, personally, from the story and the characters. And even the reveal at the end, even though it was kind of crazy, there was 3 of them, I didn't mind it. I liked Kirby coming back. I liked the brother and sister. I forgot their names. The twins. I liked a lot of the kills in there a lot better, actually. I don't like how they baited us with Stu coming back. I don't like that it was AI. And that's a huge part of that is because I do not like AI. And I'm tired of them fucking shoehorning that into stuff. Don't like it. I don't like how they used Stu as a marketing thing, and they didn't even bring him back. Some bullshit, actually. Hopefully the next one brings him back, actually. It would make sense. There is a lot of theories going around as to why. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I didn't like about 7. I think 5 is better than most 6 and 7. Okay, I will agree with that one. I do think that, yes. However, I feel like the real question lies with what is your favorite Scream movie? I already know mine's going to be a hot take because I think a lot of people did not like this movie. And I don't know why. I think it was really good. So I don't know why people hated on it. Where are we going? Oh, over here. Can I just fast travel there? Oh no, I haven't been to this area yet. Okay. I think it's Scream 4. That's your favorite? Oh my god. I'm finally, bro. No matter how many talks we have, I find out that we like a lot of similar stuff. Scream 4 is my favorite Scream as well. That is my favorite Scream. Oh my. We have a lot of similar likes and enjoyments. That's crazy. That is actually insane. You know, a lot of people didn't like Scream 4. I have no idea why. I thought it was almost a perfect movie, actually. So that's kind of crazy that you're saying you like 4 the most. I liked it too. I really did like it, actually. That's insane. Locate the ship with your spyglass. Okay, how do I whip out my spyglass?
There's a prize worth taking.
Is that it?
Take us in close.
4 to me was better than 3. If I'm being completely honest, 2 and 3 were my least favorites of the series. The story and the villain, like, I don't know, was 3 the theater one? Where her brother is announced? Sydney's brother? This stupid. It was so stupid, bro. I don't care. And then even 2 was dumb. I don't love Scream 3. I don't love Scream 2 or 3. I think they were both lame. The villains in there and the motivations behind it. Yeah, Roman. Yeah, no, I don't like it. The motivations behind 2 and 3 and the killers, I thought were the most stupidest reasons. We went from a really great movie with the first one to the second one being completely doo-doo, and then the third one being completely trash. Roman, Sydney, brother, and 3. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't buy it. I didn't believe it. I thought it was dumb. I did not like how they were like, oh, that's my brother. I was like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, I have to incapacitate the ship first? Alright, let's go board that ship now. You're telling me they orchestrated everything in the first movie? In the first movie, Roman did? Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't believe that. That sounds like something the writers just made up to try to make sense of it. And I don't agree with that. I actually think that's actually a lie. Yeah, no. I don't, no. 2 and 3 were just bad, in my opinion. I think 2 was a little bit better, but regardless, they were both my least favorite Scream movies, 2 and 3. Is that the captain? Sorry, sir. Didn't want to have to do that to you. I swear I countered. Why did the takedown not work? There we go. Don't kill me. Yeah, surrender if you know what's good for you. Funny thing is, the only Pirates of the Caribbean film I don't like is 4. Which one was that? Was that, no, I think it was Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At Worlds, and I don't remember the others in order, but there's On Strangers' Tides, there's Dead Men Tell No Tales, and then there's one more. I can't remember. Funny enough, I think all of them as a series are good. That was the one with Blackbeard. Yeah, that one was a little mixed. Yeah, I agree with that. But I think if you watch them all back to back, all 6 movies, I think they're actually not that bad. I think they're pretty enjoyable and they're fun.
Lock them in the hold and take everything that isn't nailed down.
Oh, wait. Do you not like it because Blackbeard was in that movie? Because, okay, spoiler, Blackbeard is in this game. In fact, you've already seen him, and you're gonna see him fully become Blackbeard, like, pretty soon after. So do you just not like Blackbeard as a character? Is that what it is, or is it something else? Because if you don't like him as a character, I'm sorry, he's in this game, so... I like him as a character, actually.
Good take today, Kenway. Half a dozen scores of that size and we'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and pick up.
Are they still trying to kill me? Can y'all leave me alone? Also, not having the Black Pearl is a no for me. Yeah, I agree with that. That decision was so dumb for me. I do not like that. Not having the Black Pearl is a big no for me. If you don't have the Black Pearl, I'm not going to love the movie. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a big staple of the show, or the movie. Like, it is Jack's freaking ship. And I think, like, the whole movie, he doesn't have it until, like, the end, right? I was like, oh, hell no, what the hell? And he does say, like, oh, it was repossessed or something, or someone took it, and I'm like, go get it back. It's your freaking ship. What do you mean?
Most of us bend, then I wonder, what sort of a pirate does that make you?
Lad, well,
How do you have Captain Jack Sparrow with no freaking Black Pearl? Like, dude, what?
But if we ever lose her, it'll be on account of pirate captains who can't see.
My ship has survived a second encounter with the ocean and ship combat. It is a miracle. It's a freaking bottle in the entire... Oh, right, they shrunk it. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, there were a couple moments in that movie where I was just like, I'll go along with it, but I don't have to like it. Yeah, it's a shame. Yeah. But again, I think all 6 movies, if you watch them back to back... Excuse me. They're thoroughly enjoyable if you watch them back to back. But like going from the previous 3 movies, watching that movie, and then like seeing that, yeah, I could see where people are a little mixed on it. Okay, our hull is upgraded. We can upgrade other stuff. We just need to wait until we have more supplies and stuff. Which means we're gonna need to like salvage a lot of chests and stuff around the map to get our ship stronger. Ship combat is very important to this game. There are a lot of story moments where we're gonna have to have ship combat, so and if you have enough money you can kind of upgrade a lot of stuff, which we're gonna do right now. So I'm just really invested in that ship. No, I agree. I love that ship. I need metal. These need a lot of money. Okay. Let's change the appearance. I did pre-order an edition that I want to equip the stuff on to kind of fit the Master Assassin outfit I'm wearing. I've been strongly attached to that ship since childhood. I mean, I get it. It's a good ship. It's a good ship. Oh, I got a trophy. Equip new cosmetics in each of the Jackdaw's vanity slots. All right. Sure. I can't upgrade anything else. All right, well, we'll leave for now. We'll try to get more supplies, and then we'll come back and do more upgrades. Then we got like 30 more minutes, and then we'll call it a day. What you got at your shop? Can I buy medals and stuff from this guy? Buy ammo. No, it's just stuff for your ship and like an outfit and stuff. So you can't buy like stuff to upgrade your ship with. Oh, wait, hold on. We can get more money. We could sell. Hold on, let me go down. We could sell a lot of the stuff we have that isn't really useful. That's the greatest moment in Pirates 5 was getting the Black Pearl out of the bottle. Yeah, I do agree. It's one of the best. Sell traded goods. Yeah, I mean we can't do anything with it other than to sell it. So we're gonna sell it. We're gonna get some money, not enough to do anything with, and we'll leave town. All right.
The jackdaws look.
What's the next mission? Well, we should probably get that viewpoint.
Mighty fine now.
Yeah, no, we'll come back. Let's talk to him for the next mission.
Not a bad take today. Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free. All it takes is a few drops of blood, sweat, and a swatch of cloth.
We fly no colours out here, but praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms. This one's yours. Fly it proud.
I will.
Hand over the donkey. If we're to keep our republic afloat, we'll need guns as well as gold.
That means attacking the Navy.
So long as they're flying King Philip's colors will not offend our own monarch. As you've likely seen, the number of merchants roving these waters is 70 the number of military ships.
Aye, easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to lure the Navy out of hiding, it's best to cause a bit of mischief.
Catch a few small fish to attract the big ones.
That's right.
All right, let's go. This one's called Raise the Black Flag. What do we have to collect? Oh, we're basically getting upgrades for our ship. That's the start of this. So that's the whole purpose of what we're doing currently. Brigs carry valuable cargo. Okay, so we just need 70. So I'm probably gonna have to destroy some ships to get the cargo we need.
Some wind, lads.
Cannons! Royals! Fire! Get the top.
Do we have a mortar yet? Oh, we do. Cool.
Speed, lads!
We're going in the right direction. That's a start.
Ease up! Seems to be alone, sir!
Too powerful!
Careful around the navy. They're as likely to ram you as far broadside.
Let's test those powder barrels against them, shall we?
Aye, good thinking.
No, don't ram me! Oh! How do you feel about how they did Barbossa's death in the fifth Pirate film? I'll be honest, I don't remember much about that movie, about a lot of the older movies. The one that I remember the most is the first two movies. It's been a long, I'm not kidding, like before I was an adult. I think I was like 16. Since I watched like the originals. So, I mean, it's been a long time since I watched, like, any Pirates movie in a long time, so I don't remember how he died. Remind me, and then I'll tell you how I feel about it, because I don't remember how it happened.
The yards off the wind! Furl them all! Up the shrouds, lads! We sail! Yo, heave ho! Heave! Heave!
Yeah, pull us close. Go. Don't die, don't die. I'm trying to loot this dead body, it's not working. There we go. Barbossa, Jack, and Karina were hanging out on the Pearl's anchor, and she said, "What am I to you?" He said, "Treasure." He looked down. Sad. Oh, I'm starting to remember. I'm gonna cry again. Oh, God, no! He looked down, saw Salazar coming, Jack threw him a sword, and he basically fell to his death. What? Getting crushed by the ocean, taking Salazar with... Well, okay. So, to be fair, he did try to stop Salazar in that instance. Because he died trying to do that, I guess.
These cannons look like a shallow wreck.
Aye, they'll do for now. Can't be relied on for much longer.
I don't know, man. I want to say I personally do not like that. I like that. But I mean, he did die trying to help, per se. Even though I personally don't like how it was, I guess, executed, but yeah, I feel like he like deserved more. You know what I mean? And they kind of, I don't know if he was written off, by the way, or something like that, but feels like they did him dirty, if that makes sense. And I'm extremely sad about that. I forgot that's how he died. I really did. Which is extremely sad now that I remember. That's horrible, man. Yeah, I really just think he needed a better ending for his character. That's horrible. But yeah, no, I don't know if it was done well. Look, the only way I can actually give it an answer is to like re-see how the scene plays out, right? I don't want to be biased, so I would have to see the scene play out and be like, you know what? Hearing how it happens is completely different from actually seeing it, you know? And then I can give like a better judgment on whether it was done correctly or not. But initially just hearing it, I don't like it. Like, if the movie wasn't out and I heard this is the script and this is how this scene plays out, I would be furious. I'd be like, no, please, change it. Change it, please. I don't like how that comes off and how it seems to play out. Like, some people already want him to come back. Like, there is no coming back from that. Unfortunately, yeah, there's not. Plus, for him to come back, Salazar would need to come back. And, I think that would be another problem, guys. I think that would be another problem, but, yeah, I get what they were going for with his death, but I don't like it. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't like it. I think he needed a better death, and yeah, I don't agree with that, if that makes sense. So yeah. Like, the way he died, it's impossible for him to come back. Oh, literally. Yeah, no, you ain't coming back from that, bro. Like, I would want him back too, but yeah, no, I'm sorry. He's gone. It's over. Like, not to be mean, but yeah, you that's like someone getting shot in the head and be like, you should totally bring the character back. My guy, it's not possible. You can't come back from that. How do you come back from a bullet to the head? It's just not possible. Like,
all right, Jack.
I mean, unless you're like Tombstone or something where bullets do not affect you in their head, but it's still just not, it's not possible. I'm looking for another ship, yeah? Because we only have like more than half the metal collected. I was never even the biggest Barbossa fan, to be honest. I liked him a little bit, actually. Obviously, I hated him in the first movie for a lot of reasons. You know, he was the bad guy and stuff like that. He was trying to kill Jack and our friends. But he grew on me, especially when him and Jack kind of made up. He grew on me that just hearing that he was gonna die, I did not like particularly. So, yeah, I'm I don't know. I'm kind of lost. I'm trying to speak, but I'm losing the ability to speak, I guess, if that makes sense. So, yeah, I understand. I just like, mixed, So I gotta find another ship, and I'm having trouble finding another ship. I'm just gonna go towards the left, because it looks like it's telling me to go more towards the left for another ship. Yep. Okay. I mean, technically any ship could be in this general area. I'm not seeing any, but surely there's got to be one around here. Well, there's one all the way over there, bro. Is that the one?
Give everything she's got.
Screw it. I guess that's the only one. It's barren out here. There's no other ship. Oh. No. Never mind. That's not a ship. I guess that's the one. Let's grab this. I don't know what that is. Oh, we got 4 wood and 2 wine. Okay. Can the mortar reach that far?
Straight to the deep.
Oh, of course he rammed me.
Burn, you bastards!
All in the stunsails!
Fuck, I missed. Turning around. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, we rammed him. Nice.
Get off the squall!
He's almost down. Got him. Time to board that ship again.
Read him in, me truck!
Keep my deck clear! We have news!
Cut the enemy ship's flag. You got it. Here we go. We gotta climb to the top to cut the flag. Bro. While my people deal with these enemies, I'm gonna cut the flag. Can't believe I have to climb the mast, bro. Jesus Christ. Someone shot me. I'm dying. Give me your flag. They just shoot me? We have to reduce the morale, but I don't want to jump into the water, but I'm afraid they're gonna, like, shoot me again. I mean, they're already trying. Alright. Killing the captain will reduce a lot of morale. Come on, bro. You're not gonna... I was waiting for that. Damn, he got me. Well, first death of the game. That's fine. I'll take it. Wait, what? Are you shitting me right now? What? Well, at least the boat is in front of us. Let's make this a little bit quicker than last time. That's why I never loved his character. The constantly stealing Jack's ship. Yeah. Well, technically it was originally his ship. So, yeah. But once Jack claimed it, yeah, he should have stopped, so.
Reef the topsails and gallants! Fire!
We got the engine, we got the engine. On, he's almost done. That's it. Let's go.
Unfurl mains, let's move! Up the shrouds, lads. We sail. Trim off, bring in the stunsails. Mains out, trim to the wind.
Let's board the ship.
Pull them in with a will!
I think we might stop after this mission or the next. We'll see, depending on how much longer this one takes. I'm gonna kill these three guys, and then I'm gonna cut the flag off. I do think doing that will be enough. Let me go up. Let me go get that flag. I know Jack's backstory of how Jack was the captain of the Wicked Wench, which is what the Black Pearl used to be called. Was it? I thought his backstory was he had a ship, it got taken, and the Black Pearl was just another ship that looked... What? The Black Pearl was just another ship that happened to look similar to his old ship. That's what I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I thought I remember Jack's character in one of the movies saying, like, I don't know if it's originally me ship, that was the language he used, but it's pretty close, so it's my ship, basically. And I was like, oh, sure, yeah. Like, technically, yeah. Can I? Okay. Put your hands up. This is my ship now. Like, is it confirmed that it is the same ship? Damn, we got bombs still going on. Yeah, I think we got what we needed. Yeah. So sail back to Salt Key.
So, how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official.
Now, the Black Pearl got burned by Cutler Beckett, and he dove in after it and was confronted by Davy Jones. Right, the dead man's chest. Davy Jones, who Jack made a deal with to raise it. Then that's how it came back to the Black Pearl. Oh, so when it got rose from like this, its watery grave, it wasn't called whatever it was anymore. It was called the Black Pearl. I see. That, okay. That adds some context, I guess. Should we take this ship again? We'll get more materials. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I already took it about halfway, so. We'll get more materials that we can use to upgrade our ship more, so.
Get the mainsails into the wind! Fire! Fall all! Cruise down! Catch some wind! Clue up! Clue up! Get to the stairs! As much sail as you can!
Then Barbosa mute. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read that in a second. Try not to die.
Reef! Short and all sail! Fire! Give me some speed!
Alright, let's board him. Then Barbosa mutinied him on an island and stole the ship from him. Ah, okay, that makes more sense now. Yeah. That makes a lot more sense.
Look, sir! We can board and take us! Drag them to their doom! Do not let them board us!
It makes sense that we're gonna get this last ship before we go back to the island. We're gonna get a couple of upgrades. And depending by the end of the game, we might need to come back and do a lot more upgrades. It'll make the game a little bit easier, but... So Jack was always the original owner of the Black Pearl. Yeah, because it basically got reborn, right? That makes sense.
Now we dance!
Alright, I'm gonna go get the flag, and I think that will kind of fix the morale. Bro, I can't believe I died. That's why I've never loved Barbosa, because he's constantly stealing Jack's ship. It's super annoying to me. Well, I mean, okay. So, do they explain in the movie that it got reborn, it was Jack's original ship? Because if they do, then yeah, okay, it is annoying because he has no reason to be taking Jack's ship. But if they don't explain...
So how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official.
If they don't explain that, then of course he's gonna be like, "Oh, I don't believe you. It's my ship, right?" But if they explain that it's his ship and it got like reborn as the Black Pearl, and he knows that, then yeah, that's kind of annoying.
Your tail.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking.
Alright, we're heading over to that island. We can do our upgrades. And then I might call it a day there, but I think I might do a little bit of side content on my own just to get some ship upgrades and stuff, because they do take a lot of time, and I do want to get like some pouch upgrades and stuff to be able to hold ammo and sleep darts and stuff, which we don't have yet, but they take a lot of time. There's a lot of side shit you gotta do, and I don't want to do that on stream as much, so I'm probably gonna do it on my own time. But there was a flashback in Pirates 5 of young Jack on the Wicket. Oh, wait, but Barbossa doesn't know about that, does he? Because then that makes sense, though. He doesn't know about that, and Jack hasn't told him, so why the hell would he be like, oh yeah, it's your ship just because you say so? He doesn't know the backstory. So, I mean, even though it is annoying, 100%, it's fair that he keeps doing that because he doesn't know what really happened. So,
have you business to contract with me?
That's like telling someone like, so-and-so did something to someone or something or your car, and you don't have proof. So how can you just like 100% believe it? You're gonna want proof, which makes sense. You know, in which case Barbossa does not know the actual story, so he continuously steals back what he believes is his ship. It makes perfect sense, actually. But if he knows that it's not his and he keeps stealing it, then yeah, that is very annoying. And
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Sarge.
But I ain't doing this forever, lads. Only until I get enough coin to buy some land and influence back home.
Jesus, will you listen to your tripe? Still dreaming on about that strumpet back in England when you could have anybody you wanted here and now.
Ah, such lofty goals for you gents. And here I thought I was in the company of scoundrels. Fine protest today. What's the crew's mood?
All smiles and no teeth. And there's a few talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby plantation.
by the way, apologies, I have a trend of mentioning pirates during pirate games. It's fine, it actually makes sense. It's on topic, so it makes sense.
It's a good idea. So, where is Master Kid?
Andreas Island. We're going after the plantations.
That depends.
Alright, raise the black flag. Maybe we do one more mission. Let's see, how far are we from... Are 3 missions away from sequence 4. Oh, we'll do... where's the sugarcane one? That's actually not far. Okay, we'll do one more main mission, and then we'll call it a day, and I'll do a lot of the side stuff on my own to try and, like, get some upgrades and stuff so we're not really a lot behind. Sorry, 1 second. Got a lot of notifications on my phone and I'm just trying to clear them. Like, dude, what the hell? Okay. Right, okay. The Black Pearl, to me, is a cinematic icon. I mean, there's a lot of things that are similar like that, so that makes sense. Let me mark it if I can. I'll just mark the undiscovered location, because it's... Yeah, no. Hold on, let me switch controllers. This is annoying. So I'm gonna have to get another controller pretty soon, probably in like September or something, because yeah, no, not doing this. Switch controllers. I don't even know what happened for this controller to get stick drift. I guess it was just its time. This is one of my more original controllers that I got with the console. It's my purple PS5 controller. I'm probably gonna need another purple one, because purple's my favorite color, so I need a replacement purple one. Let's...
Ready. They are. Any sign of trouble, and they'll know what to do. We've got your
Do you think Brand New Day will be the best movie? I want to say yeah, but it's really hard for me considering No Way Home was such a absolute like monster of a movie. I want to say it's going to be up there. For me, it just needs to top No Way Home. If it tops No Way Home, then yes. If it has trouble topping No Way Home, then no. I do think it's definitely going to be better than Homecoming and Far From Home. And I really love Far From Home. I did not like Homecoming at all, though. So, to me, any Spider-Man movie is better than Homecoming. But, yeah. Why is it so far? Oh, it just looks far. Because it says, like, 1,500 meters, but it's not that far. Yeah. So, for me, I think any Spider-Man movie is better than Homecoming, but counting just the Tom Holland trilogy and stuff, like, it just has to be No Way Home. If it beats No Way Home, then yes, it is officially the best Spider-Man movie, but we'll have to wait and see, obviously. Time will definitely tell. How do you feel about A Quiet Place? I don't watch them. They're, I know what they're about and stuff, but they're not my type of movie. Especially with, like, the whole alien thing. That's what they are, basically, aliens, right? I do not care. I don't really like alien, like, how do I put it? Like, aliens in a movie, they don't interest me, especially in horror movies. They're not scary to me. I don't like the alien movies for that reason. I've watched them all and I don't like them. I like the Predator movies better. We're coming up on that island. Plus, the movie has to mostly be quiet due to the creatures, and that just sounds so dumb to me. I don't like that. That type of horror does not scare me. Although, I think, like, for example, a great area where I think that shines is The Walking Dead, where you have Connie and she's deaf. So, like, there's an episode where it's just Connie and I forgot his name, the other dude that they find along the way. And I think it's a really well shot episode because you're in the episode with Connie, like you're living in that episode like you're Connie. It's quiet. You know, I think that works for an episode like that and stuff like that, but like having a whole 4 movies now? Or is it 3? But regardless, having a whole movie series where it's just quiet, I don't like. I mean, there are noises, I do know that, but it's mostly quiet. I don't like that. The only one that slightly almost interested me was the Year One movie because it was like how it began, and I knew it wasn't going to be quiet the whole movie. But other than that, I really did not. Personally, I did not care. I did not. How do I? I'm trying to see how do I look at my my gear, because I'm trying to build my gear. How do I look at my gear? Is it pouch? Is it Animus? Oh, it's right here. No, it's not actually. That's ships. And we got upgrades here. That's nice. Can you show me my character upgrade? Customize. Oh, you can customize the look? Interesting. Is it Animus? I'm so confused on what I'm supposed to be looking for. I'm trying to find... Oh, there's quests. Each quest gives me like a particular reward as well. Wait a minute. I have this one activated currently. I already have Edward Kenway's robes. Launch Assassin's Creed Shadows to consult the detailed stats of this item. Wait a minute. It said this is for Noway. Huh? How is this Black Flag Racing? I want this one, actually. How do you get this one? Tom, do you play Pirate for real this time? Okay. How do I... Okay, let's look from the beginning. Let's see what it says. 600 data fragment. Okay, so from what I remember in Shadows is the data fragments and stuff are actually... Are these playable in this game? Or are these for Shadows? Like, can I use these in Shadows, or is it just this game? Noway's robes? I do like Noway's robes, but I don't know if I want to use it in this game, bro. You're supposed to look like a pirate, bro. What is the Undertow one? Oh, I like the way that outfit looks. I like the green for the shipmates. I don't want this samurai outfit. It would not fit. I do like the Pirate King outfit though. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, but like I said, from Shadows, from what I remember, the fragments are easy to find in the map. They're usually from anomalies and stuff like that. You get a lot. Launches. Okay, this one I would have to activate. Oof, I do. Okay, this one doesn't say how. Oh, you need 600 fragments. So basically, a lot of the fragments will give you these rewards. Oh, sink the corrupted convoy ship. Purge corrupted entity. Eliminate brute guards. Actually, maybe I don't want to do this one. I think I like the outfits in this one a lot more. Yeah, let's activate this one. It's an underwater sea one. Okay. Okay. Anyways, I was trying to figure out if there is a way. Apparently not. What is exchange? Connor's outfit? Acquire? Okay, hold on. Now, this one I wouldn't mind using in this game. So if you get data fragments, you can exchange the data fragments for a legendary Connor outfit. The ship ones I don't really care about. They look alright. I would want this sword. I have 1,500 fragments. Can I acquire this? Oh, I need keys. Okay. I would want this, actually, low-key. That does pretty good damage, actually. I like the outfit. Takedowns recover some health. This one would be good. It has decent damage, 4 takedowns. Altier's sword. We got Ezio's swords. 3 takedown. Okay, that's a step down from this one. Same damage, but lower takedowns. Able to perfect parry unstoppable attacks. That's actually good. Ooh. Yeah, we gotta find these at some point. I might do this on my own, not gonna lie. Because this is a lot of these are very long and tedious, but I'm fine with that. That's kind of cool. A little strange, but not the menu I was looking for, but I found something else. How do I know the pouches and stuff I need to upgrade? How do I know? Quest log. Inventory. I do honestly see the Bi-Pearl as the most famous fictional ship. He's a pop culture icon to me. I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, what other ship do you think of and think like, oh, that's iconic? I don't know. I can't think of anything. So yeah, it makes sense. Oh, here we go. Here's the crafting. Okay. Iguana leather. Well, luckily there's an iguana here on this island, right? Rabbit pelt, wild pig hide, deer hide. Okay. I can't do this yet. I need to progress to find it. Iguana leather. Okay. So if we can kill some iguanas, we can get those 2 pouches. Crocodile leather. Okay. So we can't do the darts because we don't have them unlocked. We can't do the... Yeah, we just can't do the darts. We have to progress in the story to unlock it. Iguana leather. If we get 4 iguana leather, we can upgrade our smoke pouch and our health. I don't know if there's any rabbits or wild boars here, but apparently the animals that are on this little island are iguanas. So let's find some iguanas before we take on this mission. Let's hit the vision right there. My guy, where are you going? Where are you going? Don't you go in that water. Don't you go in that water, bro. Don't you go in that water. Don't do it. What did I say? I said, do not go in that water. You don't listen, do you? How many pelts do I get from taking one of them? Is it just 1? Yeah. Okay, let's hit that vision again. Let's see if we can find 3 more. I liked the ship to me is the face of pirates. Oh yeah, for real. Jack too. Because did you know that they're trying to make a Pirates of the Caribbean movie? Like a new one without Jack Sparrow? Because of all the stuff that happened like 3 years ago with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. He's controversial now, so they don't want to bring him back for the next couple Pirates or whatever that they're making. They want to kind of kill him off and bring in, well, I hate to say it, but women pirates, and it's just a girl pirate movie. Yeah, I don't like that idea. I don't. Personally, because just because of the court case stuff, they just don't, they don't want him in the series anymore, and they want to replace him and kind of change the identity of pirates. I don't like that. As long as they keep the Pearl, I'm okay. I don't want Jack dying. See, just like the Pearl is what you think when you think pirates, I think Jack Sparrow as well. So I can't have him die either, or else it's going to be a bad movie. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a bad movie. If Johnny Depp is not in that movie, it's going to be bad. 100%. I'm calling it right now. Every movie, even the movies that a lot of people don't like, particularly like the 4th one, it's good because of Johnny Depp. And, like, he carries it. Like, so to take him out would ruin the movie. I'm calling it right now. I know it will. And I just don't think it's really fair to do that either, considering Amber still got to be in the second Aquaman movie, even after they proved that she was guilty in all the crimes that he apparently did that she was saying wasn't true. Like, they had evidence. She still got to be in the second Aquaman movie. They didn't cut her out or nothing. So I don't think it's really fair to Johnny, so I do not think they should take him out, personally. Treasure map from Andre Island. Okay, some secrets. I need like 3 more iguanas. I don't know why I'm having trouble finding any of them. I don't know if they're supposed to respawn or what the hell is supposed to happen. You guys want to kill me now because I went into your space. Boo-hoo, bro.
And the best one is just the thing that you can pause it. You'll change position.
Okay. Wait, did someone see me? They did.
I'll enjoy this.
Alright. I'm not seeing another iguana. I don't know if they respawn. Like, I wonder if I fast travel, will it respawn? I'm still on the island, but you could fast travel back to the island while you're on it. If I do that, will it respawn the iguana? Let's see. Yeah, because it's checked marked now, meaning I got it. Or is there only one iguana per island? That's so dumb, actually. I hope that's not the case. That sounds so dumb.
It looks like he's about to, like, if you zoom in a couple, it looks like he's stretching you out.
Okay, let's see if it refreshed.
Meanwhile, Arthur having Arthur's face.
Oh. Okay.
Stepped forward.
I'm on the island. Hello. Can you show me if I can still get this iguana that's here? Bro, I'm about to go silent just to collect this shit. I have to switch the controllers again. I don't know if anyone can hear me, because this stick drift is actually getting on my nerves. I absolutely cannot take it. Hold on, let me... So I do not know if my audio is working, but I had to switch controllers because my stupid stick drift. I don't know. Maybe if you guys can hear me, put it in the comments so you can hear me, so I know. But I fast traveled and no iguana. What the hell? I really do think it's just like one animal per island, maybe. Because there's a check mark here, meaning I got it. And, no iguana is showing up. Let me zoom in here and see if there's any animals. I want to collect those keys. I should go back to that island. This island has boars, monkeys. I don't know what. Is that a jaguar? Well, I need to go over there for the boar. So we need to get back on that island for the boar. Oh, see, I can see it now. It's zoomed out. And it says checkmark iguana, meaning there's no more iguanas in this area. It's lame. This one has some boars we can farm here for some parts, which is good. And this one doesn't have any animals, so that one's pointless. This one is undiscovered. This one has iguana, so we want to go to this one too. So we'll probably stop today because I do want to grab these things. We'll stop here and then we'll come back. But I want to grab the iguana pouches, whatever is here, and I want to get the boar pouches as well. So we might just stop there for today. Can we fast travel? Oh, yes, we can. Okay. We might stop there for today, and I'll let y'all know tomorrow how it goes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought of this. There's not much to say. I'm enjoying it so far. It's nice. So let me know what you thought of all this, just in case no one can hear me. My controller back just to say my outro. Again, I don't know if anyone can hear me, which is why I have to do this, but I might have to like start putting my mic in the game, like on my console, so people can hear me, but who knows? I'll figure it out. But let me know what you thought of this. Let me know if everything is kind of enjoyable so far. Let me know what you think of the story, the ship combat, stuff like that, the map, whatever. Let me know if you played the original Black Flag. Let me know if you're going to pick this game up. Let me know what you think of all that. And with all that being said, we're going to stop there for today. Like I said, I am going to do a lot of the side stuff on my own. Less stuff to do for stream. And then the side stuff does take a lot of time. So I'm going to do a lot of side stuff on my own. And then hopefully by tomorrow we have quite a bit of ship upgrades and, you know, just character upgrades. But thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of all this. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.